'Cause baby, you're the boss at home. You don't gotta go to work, but you gotta put in work.
Random order. Number one, I just thought about this because I've been traveling so much, and being out of the country especially helps you to remember. No one is thinking about you. Yee-haw! No one is thinking about you. I actually also looked up something for all you digital maniacs so you could put this in perspective. In this digital age where we are processing, you guys don't realize how much our brains are like taking in data, scrolling, Tindering, doing all kinds of things. We process 34 gigabytes of information every day. That's enough information in a week to basically shut down your computer. Your computer can't even handle that much in a week. That's how much our brain is processing. So the beautiful thing about data overload is it even gives you more understanding. Nobody is really thinking about you. They may have a blip of, oh, Rachel, and then it's on to other things. So that's really great. No, it's really freeing because you realize the things that you're worried about people thinking about you, your own worst self, they don't even have an understanding of it. So you can cut yourself some slack and get on with it. Nobody is thinking about you. Hallelujah. Number two, no one has a free pass. I think, talking about the people who book pilots, some people had good pilot seasons, some people did not have good pilot seasons, some people didn't get out at all. Some people had pilots, there's people in Wednesday night who booked pilots, those pilots did not even get picked up. It's always a mixed bag. But I think the thing is sometimes we can go to the negative and start believing, the untruth that, well, because of nepotism or the way somebody looks or the perfect agent or the right manager or all these other things, that they have a free pass. I'm telling you, nobody has a free pass. Isn't that good to know? And if you don't believe it, just think about life itself. We're all departing the planet at some point. You all have a checkout date at some point. Everybody in here. One of the things that I love is if you just think about right now, today, every single person on this planet today will not be here in 100 years. That's wild. And that can be also really scary for people if you have not really kind of come to terms with your own mortality. I'm not saying that to freak you out, but I'm saying that to help you realize, oh God, everybody has to do this reconciling and reckoning with themselves. The journey is long if we are so lucky to be on this planet for a while, but you got to figure out your own shit. Nobody is not having to figure it out. Life is a great social equalizer. Thank goodness. So just stay in the game. You're doing fine. Number three, the stuff that goes wrong in your life, it isn't wrong. It's just not. Good isn't always good. You've always experienced, you've had experiences of that. What seems like a great dessert ultimately gives you indigestion. Bad isn't necessarily bad. I think the thing is what we have to keep working toward is sanctifying the challenges and the obstacles and the heartache and the things that are really obstacles for us in life that we perceive as obstacles, and realize those things are what give you value and purpose in your life. Successes are great. We're here to have experiences of that. But really, successes come out of our tribulations. They do. They come out of the seed is planted through the failures, through the heartache, through being broken up with, through getting rejected, through your pilot not getting picked up. And in the short term, it feels very uncomfortable. But in the long term, there is such value for you to get. What is the inherent message in that? That you're brave, more brave than you thought, that you're more courageous than you thought, that you have a resilience and a malleability, that you have hope. These are skills that one needs. That is value and purpose of life. So I want us to just try to be a little bit more neutral about good is good and bad is bad, and those are just words we use because we try to avoid things that don't always feel comfortable. But that doesn't mean that it's bad. Make sense? Number four, this blew my mind. If you were on my Instagram thing, I exploded my Instagram with Francis Ford Coppola quotes because I saw the documentary Heart of Darkness, which is about his making of Apocalypse Now. Oh my God, you guys should watch that. As artists, it's so amazing what that man went through and what the actors went through. Okay, if there is any doubt about what this thing called acting is, let me let Francis Ford Coppola tell you. So Martin Sheen was playing the lead in that movie. He got recast, by the way, at the very last moment. Harvey Keitel was in it, and they started filming, and then they had to recast it at the last minute and halt production for a few weeks, and then they brought Martin Sheen in. But this is what Martin Sheen says. I remember complaining to Francis one day about my confusion about all that was going down. I said to him, I don't know who this guy is. Who is this Willard? And Willard is the character he's playing. And Francis just looked me square in the eye, and he said, it's you. Whoever you are, whatever we're filming at the time, you are that character. What? It's like I said last night, it was like driving a Honda Civic, and I was just like, whoa! I need a new car. What? It's a really good car. I was just like, oh my God, this is what we're learning week in, week out. And Francis Ford Coppola is telling an actor who's confused and trying to figure out his character, all the things that you are going through in the moment, being captured in the moment, on stage, in an audition room, on camera, is the character. Light bulb. He says some other amazing things too, but that blew my mind. Number 5, if all we want ever is more of you, how could you ever be wrong? I said that when I was teaching in our London studio a couple weeks ago, and that's really stayed with me. You guys think about it. What are you always asking? Well, first of all, what is the work always asking of you? To be an artist is always to give more of yourself, and that never ends. You know, Sean sent me a beautiful Martha Graham quote. Like, if you think about all artists and all teachers of art throughout history, whether it's dance or music or visual art or acting, it's constantly a forging and uncovering of who you are. And it's asking for more of you in those tight, weird, cobwebby places that you don't want to reveal. But if you start to be okay with all those places, you realize there is nothing wrong with me. All we want is more of you. And if you don't believe it, think about your own life. When you want something in life from another person, think about it. You want more love. You want more time. You want more consideration. You want somebody to be kinder to you. You want them to think of you more often. You want them to show some sort of, care, or that they're, you see what I'm saying? What you're asking of them is what? More of them. Get what I'm saying? It's not that somebody gives you flowers, although flowers is a beautiful gesture. What it really is an asking for more of them to show up. That's art. That's life. That's what is going on in the work. So if you are being asked, all we ever want is more of you, then how can you ever be wrong? You can't. That's all you got. Number 6, I don't know, coming back from Europe has made me really, I've always realized this, but more and more, nothing is as it appears, ever. It's really easy to get sucked into the Instagram and Facebook hole of whatever we think those images are. It's all bullshit. Nothing in life really is as it appears. And that's actually, if you think about that from a scientific perspective, that's so true. It's coming to me right now. We see things in physical matter. That's not the only way that they are actually occurring. They're actually also occurring as waveform. So we see something physical, but there's an energy behind it. So just because you see it with the naked eye one way, doesn't mean that's the absolute truth. So you have to be very vigilant about, we see things and then we process information and then we make decisions based on, one half of a truth. Nothing is as it appears. And I'll end with, Anthony Hopkins said this in the movie 360. The fastest, most powerful prayer in the world, my friend, is... Yes! You just have to be in a all the time.